with us now. Dan Roccato, clinical professor of finance at the University of San Diego. Therefore, the court has admitted you as an expert in these matters. Dan, thank you very much. All right. Is there a connection between politics and what happened over the past few days?
Well, no question. I think what you're seeing, Leland, is first of all, whoever occupies the White House, whoever is the administration in power, good or bad, they're going to get the credit or blame for what goes on in the economy and the markets. We see that over and over again. And I think to a certain extent, you are seeing some repricing in the markets due to maybe the last week or so where we've seen the election odds change a bit, right? So it's a fast-paced move, no question, as you've been reporting on. But there is an intersection between politics and economics. Today's market crash, if you want to call it that, isn't necessarily because of a poll or something like that. But there is some shifting wind in the market, no question.
Yeah, well, and look, you know, between the debate and the RNC say there was this feeling that Donald Trump was going to win. Donald Trump was being normal. He was being disciplined. Then he started losing in the polls and becomes, you know, more and more attuned with his worst instincts. And then it creates this cycle that we have seen here. We hear so often now, you know, fears of a recession, Yet more than half of Americans feel that we're in a recession. They tell pollsters we're in a recession. I understand the technical definition. We are not. Do the words here even matter when you look at where finance and voting intersect? Do the words matter or do the feelings matter?
It's an excellent point, and it's what I call a kitchen table recession. You're right. Technically, we're probably not in a recession, and we won't know that, by the way, until we look backwards. But I call it a kitchen table recession for a reason, Leland, and that's because many Americans, poll after poll, tell us that, yes, we have a job. Yes, the job market's getting a little bit weaker, but we still think we will have a job. But the fact is, when we sit around our kitchen table to do our budget, to figure out where our money's going, between, you know, $10 burritos and $8 mini wheats, we're not making it, right? Our incomes in many ways over the last number of years haven't kept pace with inflation. So technically, the economists, you know, shout out to them. We may not be in a recession, but if you ask your next door neighbor, she's probably going to tell you she is.
Yeah, look, and there's the idea that the rich keep getting richer, which they did under Donald Trump. They have under Joe Biden. The middle class under Donald Trump, the polling tells us, felt a lot better than they did under Joe Biden. Can we backtest this and say it was the Trump policies in the late 20-teens?
Yeah, let's call it a mixed bag on that one. And by the way, the rich have gotten richer throughout history. And this is not a Republican or Democrat issue. They're doing quite fine, by the way. Then, you know, so great, good for them. But the reality is that President Trump had certain policies that were clearly more market friendly. And in fact, one of the ones he's been articulating the last few weeks, as you know, is his whole position on cryptocurrencies. Very market friendly. That's a Donald Trump hallmark. We've seen that in President Trump's history throughout. Whereas on the other side of the ledger, Democrats typically favor a little bit more regulation. They typically favor a little bit more tax, right, than the Republicans would favor. So there's no question there's at least a difference, subtle as it may be, between the economic policies of the former president and this president and potentially future president.
No. But buckle up, both financially and politically, for the next 90 some odd days. All right, Dan, it's good to see you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.